Westfield Memorial Hospital provides high-quality health care to residents of Western New York, offering patients the most sophisticated medical advancements while keeping the ease and familiarity of a community hospital. Support for Chautauqua Sunrise has been provided by WRFA 107.9 FM, Jamestown's public radio station, streaming online 24/7 at WRFALP.com. Low power to the people. Meter's Restaurant, a family tradition for over 50 years in downtown Ripley, is a proud supporter of Chautauqua Sunrise. Meter's provides all-day dining, banquet services, and custom catering, specializing in pie. Funding for Chautauqua Sunrise is provided in part by the Chautauqua County Industrial Development Agency, with offices in Jamestown and Dunkirk, helping businesses to prosper throughout Chautauqua County. From supporting people with disabilities to enjoy great lives to providing health care services that are available to anyone, the Resource Center has been improving our county for more than 60 years. Learn more about how the Resource Center makes a positive difference in people's lives.
Is getting vaccinated on your to-do list? We can help you check it off because we make getting vaccinated easy. You've got this because we've got you. To learn more, visit yougotthis.usaging.org.
From the Access Chautauqua Studios in Mayville, it's Chautauqua Sunrise. Chautauqua Sunrise is hosted by Doc Hamels and supported by the award-winning volunteers at Access Chautauqua. We are here to share local news, colorful interviews, and events of interest to everyone. Chautauqua Sunrise is broadcast live Saturday mornings each week from 9 to 10 a.m. Send events via email or call us live. Check us out on YouTube and Facebook. And now, from the Access Chautauqua Studios, it's Chautauqua Sunrise.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Doc Hamels, and welcome to Chautauqua Sunrise. I hope you're doing well. We got a very cool show in store for you today, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But first of all, I want to say hello to everybody in the world that's watching, because we do stream around the world. I want to say hello to my good friends over in the Ukraine, Natalia and friends. There's a little secret message. You know what I'm talking about here. James, if you're in Kenya, good morning. Good afternoon to all my listeners on WRFA 107.9, low power to the people out of Jamestown. Thanks for checking in. And for those of you that are listening Tuesday at 1, if you want to watch what's going on, because today we have a demonstration of sorts that you might just want to take a look at, catch us back on Spectrum 1301, or you can go to YouTube and look up the show, or you can check it out on our Facebook page. We're everywhere, okay? Because it's going to be really a lot of fun this morning. We got two guests here that are going to talk about some really nice things, especially with the Christmas theme. Okay, throughout the show, you might have a question, a comment, a memory that we might jot, because we're going to be talking about the holidays. And if you do, you can give us a call. Watch this. It just bounced right up. Isn't it amazing how it works here? 716-753-5225. Give us a call. It's free of charge. Doesn't cost anything. You can tell us a little bit about a fundraiser, something that's going on in your community, especially this time of year, because there's hundreds of little events, little fundraisers, little holiday get-togethers, little fundraisers, and so on. So we'll be happy to explain it to people. If you're shy, Randy will write it all down, and we'll decipher his writing, and then we'll announce it here on the show. Throughout the week, if you couldn't catch us live, you can email us at chautauquasunrise@gmail.com. And as you know, that's what these are all about. We get lots of announcements, and we're happy to share it. We're a community-based TV show, you know. We're the only live show in Chautauqua County. So what we talk about generally is happening like right now or in time to come, as opposed to talking about what happened last week, okay? So it's up to you. We'd love to hear from you. All right, let's see what we got here. I got a few things I want to share with you. Okay, we talked about hunter safety last week. Guys are out in their guys and gals are out in the woods. We got deer that are moving all over the place, especially right now. It's the perfect time for the deer to be moving. It's cold. They like that sort of time of the year. And we also have hunters coming out of the woods. We have hunters going into the woods. We have hunters parking along side roads in the country, coming and going with their trailers and so forth. Just be mindful, okay? And if you're driving at night, please also kind of reduce your speed a bit if you're out anywhere near where deer are. And in Chautauqua County, it could be anywhere. Because, well, we don't hit deer. Deer hit us as a rule. And that's been my experience anyways. So please be mindful of this time of year. Well, we got a little bit of snow the other day. I don't know how you did it out your way. Justin, you get any snow in Jamestown? It was a little bit? Yeah, it was gone just before we even got up the next day. So it's that time of year. So my suggestion to that is real simple. Make sure you got your snow brush in your car. How many times we take it out or we put it in the trunk and we forget about it, and then we're trying to get into the car with all this icy snow and then going like, I wish it was here or there or wherever. So anyways, got mine all out. And it's that time of year, folks. But it's also a fun time of the year. We got a lot of family things going on and so forth. I brought my turkey, just to remind us. Thanksgiving is coming up this week. And Justin, you guys getting together at your house or you got family? What are you guys doing? Don't know, to be determined. All right, I had to pull out the 25-pound turkey yesterday and start thawing it out in the refrigerator. I'm a masterful repacker. You wouldn't believe what I had to do in my refrigerator. We got like 25 bottles of pickles. Who eats that many pickles? I had to put things all over the place, get that big bird in there. So we're getting ready. Yeah. And so we got about, I think, 14 people that are coming for Thanksgiving. And you know, Thanksgiving is always leftovers. It's just a thought. You know, there's a lot of people out there that are going to be home by themselves this Thanksgiving, this Christmas. So if you got extra food and you know somebody that might be homebound or won't be able to participate with family, pick some a care package, you know, put together a plate and have some of the kids go over there and take it over to them. I'm sure they would appreciate that. All right, so Thanksgiving's coming up. All right, let's see. Last week, we started out our Christmas theme of what's going on in Chautauqua County in the general region. And we had Mrs. Kloss on here, and we were talking about the things that are going on in Westfield. And I got to tell you right now, if you visit Westfield in the evening, especially, it is drop dead gorgeous. I don't know, you know how many lights they got. There's thousands of little lights in Moore Park, which is near the mansion right there at the Four Corners. Where Abraham Lincoln and Grace Bedell statues are, they got that all lit up. It's beautiful, and all the stores and the banks and everything, they got their windows all lit up. Why? Because today is a very special day. It's going to be Christmas in the Village, Part 2, second day, and there's activities going on, and we'll get to that in a little bit. I believe we got a flyer on that. But you got different activities throughout the day, and then at 5:30 today, very, very cool, a nice Christmas parade. And yours truly, I will be with my good friend Rick Miscaro, and we're going to be in front of the Methodist Church at 5:30 announcing the parade and explaining the floats. And it's not a terribly long parade, but it's going to be like an old-fashioned Christmas, okay? And I think that's the feeling that a lot of the communities are getting back to, is just getting back to just fun and family and getting together and enjoying the holidays together. So Christmas in the Village, and we'll be talking about that a little bit more. Okay. Today we're going to be talking in a little bit about some Christmas traditions. And I will bet everyone that's watching right now, when they were in school, I don't know, maybe all 4th or 5th grade, you always took that piece of history where it says, oh, what did the little Dutch kids do at Christmas time? And, what did the Italians do? And Germans, and on and on and on. And we kind of learned some of the traditions that go with Christmas and what you all do for your families. Well, today we're going to be learning, mine first time, some traditions from Germany. And I got some folks here today that's going to be explaining some of those things, and it's going to be lots of fun. So please stick with us. And remember, if you can't watch the whole show, you can go back and rewatch it throughout the week, because we're on at 2 and 8 on Spectrum, 1301, or you can go to YouTube or Facebook. But I got to tell you, this is a very unique show today. Barb and I, my wife and I, we've had a very fortunate life up till now, and it continues to be. And we've been able to travel throughout Europe and so on. And one of the things that you find this time of year is something called a Christmas market. And that's the American, version of what it's called. And we're going to get into that a little bit here. But it's basically like a bazaar, a fair, whatever you want to call it. And we've been one in Stuttgart and one in Hamburg. And to go to one of these markets is absolutely outstanding. The smells, the sounds, the fun, people getting outdoors together and celebrating the holidays. And that's what we're going to try to do is continue the Christmas spirit we started last week and give you a feel of some things that are a little bit different than maybe what you've experienced. But I've experienced it in Germany, and we're going to bring a little bit to you today. All right, so I'm going to announce some things that are going on. I want to just double check that I haven't missed anything. Okay, so this is from the Chamber of Commerce, and I think we have a slide 15 for this, Jeff. Let's see, CHQ Professionals Group in Dunkirk Fredonia Rotary Club hosts Jingle at the Rocks 2024. The event will again focus on raising funds and collecting Toys for Tots initiative. The CHQ, which means Chautauqua Professionals Group, in partnership with the Dunkirk Rotary Club, is thrilled to announce its 4th annual Jingle at the Rocks event taking place on Thursday, December 5, from 5:30 to 7:30 at 64 on the Rocks, which is 64 West Main Street in Fredonia. This festive holiday gathering will feature raffles, appetizers, an ugly sweater competition. None of us have one of those, do we? Music members. Wait a minute. Yeah, oh, I see. Music by DJ Gould and networking opportunities for young professionals and all other community members. All attendees must be 21 years of age. Admission is only $10 with a donation of a new unwrapped toy, or $20 without a donation, or $20 without a donation. So the $20 is your donation rather than a toy. All proceeds from the event will benefit the Marine Corps Reserve Toys for Tots program, helping spread holiday cheer to children and families in need throughout the community. In 2023, over 100 community members attended to help raise $2,200 while also collecting over 150 toys. Event sponsors are still needed to help offset costs. Sponsorships levels are $500, $250, and $100 are still available. And if you're interested, contact Monica Simpson at 363-3770 by December 1. Monica Simpson at 363-3770. Now, you know that we have our friends from Toys for Tots down here at the southern end. Pat Smeralda will be on in a couple weeks, and we're going to be talking about Toys for Tots with those folks. So we got the northern group, and we got the southern group, we got the middle group, we got this group. Everybody's working to make Christmas a lot of fun for kids this time of year. All right, let's continue on to slide 16. We live in time. This is going to take place December 11th. That's my anniversary, my wife. At 7 o'clock and 8:44. This is over at the Reg at 116 East 3rd Street in Jamestown. Let's see what it says here. Elmut and Tobias are brought together in a surprise encounter that changes their lives. As they embark on a path challenged by the limits of time, they learn to cherish each moment of the unconventional route their love story is taken in filmmaker John Crowley's decade-spanning, deeply moving romance. It's rated R, 104 minutes. Okay, that's December 11th. And then something called Love Actually, Friday, December 20. Same place, 7 o'clock and at 8:10. Doors open at 6. It says, funny, irresistible, and heartwarming, Love Actually is ultimate romantic comedy that follows 8 couples whose lives intersect shortly before Christmas. From the makers of Bridget Jones' Diary and Notting Hill, this beloved film is headlined by an incredible roster of stars, including, I'll do my best to pronounce everybody's name, Hugh Grant, that was an easy one, Liam Neeson, Colin Firth, Laura Linney, Emma Thompson, Alan Rickman, Keira Knightley, Rowan Atkinson, and a whole lot more. Take a breathtaking tour of love's delightful twists and turns as you fall under the spell of Love Actually and share the laughs and charm again and again. It's rated R. It's 130 minutes long. For tickets, give them a call at 484-7070 or go down to the box office on Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 12 to 5. All right, let's keep going here. This is cool. Okay, doors open 1 hour before the show. We're going to the Nutcracker. Let's go to 17. All right, a beloved community tradition returns this year with a stunning guest artist from the Dance Theater of Harlem, Kamala Sarah, and oh man, let me see here. Give me a second. Duadio Davis dance the roles of the Sugar Plum Fairy and her Cavalier. This production wraps excitement, wonder, and a little bit of magic into one spectacular performance that the whole family is guaranteed to enjoy. There's something for everyone, from a growing tree with 1,000 lights, a midnight battle, a glorious snowstorm, gorgeous costumes, and the beautiful music of Tchaikovsky. It's hard to say these things on Saturday mornings. Tchaikovsky. And then you got this is a new one, the Squirrel Nut Zippers Christmas Caravan Tour. That's going to be the 14th. So the Nutcracker is going to be on I don't know what it is. Jeff, when is it? Do we have a date? There it is. Friday, December 6th and Sunday, December 8th. Okay, so the 6th and the 8th. It didn't say that in this thing. All right, then you had this thing called the Squirrel Nut Zippers Christmas Caravan Tour, December 14th at 7:30 p.m. Oh, there it is. Anyways, that's going to be coming up, and it's kind of, I see it's convoluted. Anyways, that's going to be a lot of fun, and you can check that out. All right, let's keep going. All right, now we're going to get to some other events. Christmas events happening today. We talked about Christmas in the Village, and that's today. The magical holiday season in Westfield begins with its annual Christmas in the Village Festival. Highlights will be village and downtown shops and restaurants, all dressed in Christmas finery, offer specials and promotions. Tonight, 5:30, Let There Be Light Christmas themed parade, tree lighting with Santa and Mrs. Claus, the hot toddy crawl during this afternoon, Christmas tree wonderland, Hall of Christmas Artisans Market, that's at Easton Hall. Santa Comes to Town, Queen Victoria's Tea Room coming up, the horse-drawn carriages, which are free of charge. And if you want to know more, go back to last week's show. We talk about everything, and you can look at various posters that are out there. All right, then we got Faulkner's Santa Parade and Holiday Expo. That's going to be today at 5 p.m. over on Colson Drive in Faulkner. The Faulkner Santa Parade will be held today at 5 along East Main Street to Santa's house in Colson Park. There's a petting zoo, food truck, and a whole lot more. Annual holiday craft at the Faulkner Fire Company with crafters and vendors just in time for holiday shopping from 9 to 3 today. Okay? Panama will not be left out. Christmas in Panama today from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Panama Methodist Church. Visit Santa or take a carriage ride from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Stop down to do some Christmas shopping while you fill up with a warm lunch and hot cocoa. And that's at the Panama Methodist Church. And finally, something near and dear to my heart. Bring it up, Jeff. It's a Wonderful Life. This is a radio show, and I have been proud to be part of the troupe for the last, let's see, I don't know what I got to do the math. 8 years, I believe, or 9 years. And this is a production at the Lakeshore Center for the Arts, and it'll be held on December 7th and 8th. It's a matinee only on both days. And the best part of it all, it's free to the public. But you do have to go online, Lakeshore Center for the Arts, and get your tickets. Basically, you just put in the date and put how many you want. And there's the whole cast there. There's all my friends. We've all worked together in many productions. And I have the pleasure of once again being the MC of the show, and his character is called Freddie Fillmore. And then I do 5 other voice characterizations. And you might say, well, what's the big deal? This is a 1940s radio show for It's a Wonderful Life, and we bring to life all the characters of George Bailey and all the things he has to go through, and I'm Uncle Billy, the drunk uncle. And we just have lots of fun. So Lakeshore Center for the Arts, yes, and I'm the only one that probably doesn't drink in the whole group. And it's free of charge, December 7th and 8th. We'll talk about that again next week. All right, we're going to take a little breather. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. This is going to be a great show.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Oh my God, we were laughing on that one. Not everybody's a good baker, but practice does it does help. Okay, so I want to welcome back to the show two gentlemen that were here last year, and we're going to be talking about not only a really cool event, but a destination place in Western New York. I want to welcome back at Arnold and this guy that looks a little bit like me and my brother, Bob Hamels, number 400. That's what we call you around here, 400.
That's right, yeah.
My 400th guest.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, welcome. And I know that you've got lots to talk about today. So we're going to be talking about something that's happening at an establishment that you guys have in Buffalo. Ed, what's it called?
Hofbrauhaus, Buffalo.
Hofbräu? Is that how you say it?
Hofbrauhaus, Buffalo, yes.
Okay, so
yes.
not Hofbrau, but Hofbräu.
Well, in the United States, we go through various different versions of it, so whatever works. But Doc, thank you for having us on this morning. Appreciate
Absolutely. And what does Hofbräuhaus mean? I know the house means house, but what's the Hofbräu?
It's a brew hall.
Brew
so,
hall.
Yeah, so we make our own beer there, and it's a giant German beer hall, and there's really nothing like it in the region.
So, and I know people that watch the show here and friends that I have on Facebook, many people from Chautauqua County go to your establishment. Where is it in Buffalo?
So it's on Scott Street, very close to the casino, not far from where the Sabres play. I think it is a good destination if you're coming into Buffalo for someday during the weekend, or if you want to make a trip up there and go to a very unique restaurant. We are something special, and it's a beer hall environment on the weekends. When it's crowded, it's very, very fun. We've got music, we've got kind of a party atmosphere. The food is very good, German food. There are very few, if any, true German restaurants in the Buffalo area. So it's a great opportunity to experience German food. And anytime you come there, it's unique.
Okay, and you are dressed appropriately. I see.
Yes.
You're in your lederhosen.
Exactly.
And what I know hosen means clothing or something like that. But
Hosen are pants.
Oh, hosen in the pants.
Yes,
What's
leather pants.
Leather pants.
So you
all
can't
right.
see them unless
No,
I stand up.
no,
But
maybe we'll see them later.
But they're the same color as the leather straps on my.
Right, very, very sharp, I might add. I thought, do I want to wear lederhosen or a kilt? I'm not sure which. I think lederhosen might win.
Depends on the occasion. So last month I was at Oktoberfest in Germany, and when you go to Oktoberfest in Munich, everybody wears lederhosen or dirndls. Dirndls are what the women wear.
Oh, okay.
And it is very authentic. All the Germans wear them. All the guests wear them. If you are going, you have to.
You better not show up in a sweater.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
Okay, so Bob, you're here again, and I know you're involved with the Hofbrauhaus.
Yes,
and
I am.
What's your role there? What do you?
Well-
why are you here today?
Oh, well, we're kind of, Ed and I actually host the whole Christmas market.
Christmas market. What's
yeah.
that mean?
Well, it's kind of interesting. People think it's a vendor event. It's a place, a destination to go to. But one of the things that I kind of learned this last year, when you're kind of keeping an eye on what's going on and there's thousands of people there, it's an event where it brings the community together. It brings families together, grandparents with their grandchildren and their children, and they go out and we've got events which we'll talk about that are going on at the actual market, besides the fact that we do have, vendors there every weekend. And we've developed it into basically looking like a Bavarian little village.
Okay, before we go any farther, I want to make something very clear. We're not here to sell beer.
Nope.
We're not here to sell anything. You are doing a special fundraiser for an organization, so let's talk about them right up front. It's called Hope Rises, I believe?
Yes.
And so what can you tell them about Hope Rises?
Well, Hope Rises is very large in the Western New York community. They represent a number of groups that work with them.
Okay, so it's a collaboration of sorts. Okay.
Everything from foster care to, I don't know what else they do.
Mental health, who knows?
Yeah, they do. You know, they do a lot of work within the community. So every year we try to pick a group that we're going to help benefit from our market. Okay, again, the market is kind of separate from the restaurant and all that. You know, we're there, but it's its own entity. We have our own budgets and everything like that. So again, Hope Rises is our second year working with them. Great people to work with.
In the first couple of years, you did Feed New York.
Feed More in Western New York.
Feed More.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe
Yeah.
next year someone else or whoever.
You never know.
You never know. So where I'm going with this is it's more than just people getting together to celebrate. It's proceeds. Some of the proceeds from this event help out Hope Rises, right?
It is, and actually, we have every night during the Christkindlmarkt, we have a tree lighting.
Ah.
And at the tree lighting, well, I shouldn't say that. We have it on Fridays and Saturdays. And each tree lighting is done by a different group that Hope Rises represents. So they've got different
Nice.
charity for each one. So there's a lot of different organizations that are benefiting from
Very
this.
nice.
We're also collecting gifts, and there are families that are sponsored that are getting gifts brought to
Yeah.
the Hofbrauhaus, and then they will distribute.
This is like North Pole South.
Right, right. We have Sleep in Heavenly Peace, which is another charity that is benefiting from this, where they provide beds and bedding
yeah.
to children.
I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a number of different groups that are kind of
Okay.
wrapped up into this.
So where do the proceeds come from? From the vendors, from people donating? How's that work, Bob?
Well, we have a couple different ways we do it. We have people can make donations at the actual Hofbrau booth outside. They have a place where they can leave donations. There's also a cookie sale where people the kids come in and they can decorate Christmas cookies and make a donation to that.
So
that-
a nominal amount, I'm
yeah,
assuming.
whatever they want.
Oh,
Just- I
okay,
don't
good.
think there's a number
They
on
call
it.
that goodwill donation, I think.
Yeah, right. Another group that we also have there too is Hopeful Ways, and this is an interesting group. We've got the other group that makes the beds for the kids, but Hopeful Ways actually works with patients, like in Costa Rica. They go down there once a year, and they help them with eye care and eye surgeries.
Oh, nice.
So I've got to know one of the major person that's in charge of it, and it's kind of interesting. So we got some different things that we're supporting. So again, it's just not just a market. It's it help people out.
Okay. So you guys are doing some fundraising for these organizations.
Right.
And the main event is something called a Christkindlmarkt. So what does that mean?
Okay, so the Christkindlmarkt is taken basically from the European markets, like we talked about.
Christmas markets,
Right,
I call them,
Christmas,
but that's the American version.
Right. Again, so what do? Let's talk about it. It lasts for 4 weeks. We kick off next Friday at noon.
So what's the date on that?
That would be November 29th.
Right after
Black
Thanksgiving?
Friday.
Oh!
Black Friday.
So we start off at noon. We open up that Friday at noon and go till 8 o'clock outside. Hopefully the weather might have a little snow, but hopefully we're not in too bad a shape. There's a few things that we got going. We've got at noon to 2, we're going to have Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus are going to be there with us. We're going to have some live music outside, Hank and Katie, a real nice father and daughter group that puts some nice music on live. Then we're going to have at 6 o'clock, and we do this every Friday night and every Saturday night at 6 o'clock, as Ed said. We do the tree lighting ceremony.
Okay.
And we'll talk about something else we do at that point too a little bit later here in a minute.
Okay.
And then Saturday, the November 30th, we're opening from noon till 8 again. We have noon to 2 with Santa. We have music, with Hank and Katie again. 6 o'clock, we have our tree lighting. December 1st, our first Sunday, we're open from noon till 5. Some of the events we actually have, if anyone's interested, it's kind of tied in with the restaurant though, but we have Pancakes with Santa. This is a VIP ticketed event. You can go to our website and make reservations. And
what is that website?
Hofbrauhausbuffalo.com.
Okay.
So
you
again,
don't want the Munich one.
Right.
okay. We also have from noon to 2, we'll have Santa. He'll still be around till 2 o'clock. Another thing that we have on every Sunday is, which is free of charge, we go from noon till 4 p.m. We have horse carriage rides, which pull up alongside of the Scott Street, along the market gates, and you can get on and go for a ride and taking you around wherever they're going.
Is that new?
No, we've had it.
I guess I don't remember seeing it last year.
Yeah, no, it's been there. It'll take you to various locations around the area. And come right
is
there.
there a cost for that?
No, it's all free. We supply that.
Okay.
One of our vendors takes care of that for us.
You know the interesting thing is this sounds like something you'd go out in the country and see, but this is downtown Buffalo.
That's
How cool
right.
is that?
It's really interesting. So again, you get a lot of local people come in and see it. And then we move into our second week. Again, Friday, we go from time changes. It goes from 4 p.m. till 8 o'clock on the second.
So now we're talking December 6th through the 8th.
Right, okay. Yes, 6. So again, the big thing we'll have there is a tree lighting ceremony outside. Saturday the 7th, we open up at noon. Again, Santa will be there for everyone from noon till 2. We've got outside music again. We'll have our tree lighting ceremony at 6 p.m. And then Sunday the 8th, we go from noon till 5 p.m.
So my listeners right now, what you want to do on Saturday or Sunday, come over and do the It's a Wonderful Life at 2 o'clock. We'll be out, get you out by 4, then get in your vehicle and go to Buffalo. How's that?
Sounds
Make a
great.
day of it.
Yep. It'll be tight on Sunday, but it'll probably work on Saturday.
Again, on that Sunday from noon to 4, we do have free horse carriage rides. We've got another thing too on that day too. This is really kind of cool. At 1 p.m. you can go inside, because people like to warm up too, and if it's a little cold outside. For the kids, we have a magician, and this guy is unbelievable. We had him a few weeks ago in for a Halloween party, and I was flabbergasted what he did. So again, it's all free. You can come on in, warm
magician.
up. Yes.
I don't remember that before. This is the first?
It's the first.
Cool.
It's something we're adding. Again, we try to enhance and improve everything every year.
All right, hold on now. All right,
Okay.
so these are things that are going all around the market.
Right.
But you haven't talked about the market yet.
I'll get to that.
All right.
We'll get to that in a second here. Let's get through all the 4 weeks so everybody, because I want to make
All
sure
right,
everybody
all right,
understands.
all right.
Okay, so then we get to week number 3.
3 weeks?
Okay, yes.
You're
it's
doing
the
this for
third
4 weeks?
4 weeks.
That's a
really.
lot of time.
We live there.
Okay.
So that's why we have houses. So anyway, we have would be for the Friday the 12th to Sunday the 15th. So on Friday night, again, we'll be open from 4 till 8 p.m. and the tree lighting ceremony again will be at 6 p.m. Saturday, the 14th. I'm sorry, can't read my own writing here. We have from noon till 2. We have Santa. We'll have outside music, again, with Hank and Katie. At 6 o'clock, we'll have our tree lighting ceremony again. So again, it's a family thing outside. And then we are going to, from that point, we're going to move into and I'll tell you what, our week 3 is probably our busiest week of all 4 of the weeks. First and third seem to be the busiest. So again, we'll talk about the actual vendors here in a second, but if you want to come down and do some Christmas shopping, that's a great time to
Hang
go.
on a second. Ed, I know you know this answer. How many people will the Hofbrauhaus hold?
Hofbrauhaus, we can see during the Christmas market, during the 4 weeks, we can break over 30,000 people.
Wait a minute, 30,000? Like
30,000
with a comma, 000?
coming through the Christmas market.
Now, how many people can you hold in the restaurant?
Inside, we're probably about 1,200 or so.
Are you kidding
Yeah.
me? That's a lot of people.
But
That's like half a Ripley.
Right. But with the Christmas market, you've got, almost as many people can be outside, and you can order food and some drinks
Sweet.
outside. So
This
it
is very
gets,
festive.
It gets pretty wild.
Is the place decorated?
Well, that's one of the things, talking about events and everything, I want you to get a sense of, what it's actually like to go there. It'll put you in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
So the place is decorated beautifully, inside and outside, lights and Christmas music, and we have, things going on all the time that sometimes are unscripted. We have, people doing carols, we have groups that come in and do little dances and things. So it's really something that brings out the Christmas spirit in anybody that attends.
All right, Bob, where are we at? Week what?
We're going to swing into week 4,
All
the
right.
final week of the
Finale.
market. And if I didn't mention this is our 4th year of doing
Fourth
this.
year.
So it gets bigger and better every year.
Okay.
So week 4, it goes from Friday, December 20th till Sunday the 22nd. Again, we're going to, at 6 p.m., we'll have our tree lighting ceremony. From Saturday, the 21st, we go from noon till 8. Again, we'll have Santa from noon till 2 p.m. We'll have music outside. We'll have a tree lighting ceremony again at 6 p.m. And then finally, we wrap up on December 22nd from noon till 5 p.m. That's Sunday. And we'll have Santa from noon till 2. Again, we'll have horse carriage rides free again from noon till 4. And we'll wrap it up at 5 o'clock that day. So
You did say 30,000 people, right?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, gosh, that's huge.
yeah, it's
30,000. I think there's only like 120,000 people in all of Chautauqua County. So, wow, that's great. So you got people that come in from all the region, I'm assuming, Western New York?
It's a big draw.
7 counties.
It's a big draw. And one of the ideas was to kind of make it a tradition, a new Christmas tradition. When I was young, I remember my aunt and my mother used to always talk about the tradition of going to downtown Buffalo and looking in the windows.
We were
and
talking about this
seeing
last week.
all that
At Amy
decorated,
Days, Hens and Kelly. And,
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's kind of past now. But there's another reason to come downtown and bring your families. And that's what it is. People come on dates, they bring their families, they bring their parents, whatever it may be. And it's a tradition now. So I think people are used to going, and it's one of the things they do to get into the Christmas spirit.
Cool. All right, Bob, let's talk about the market.
Okay, let's talk about vendors and markets, the marketplace. Okay, so as I said, this is our 4th year. We are now up to 28 booths as part of our village. We have it in 2 sections. We have our main garden area, which we have about 10 booths in, and then the other 18 booths are in a huge circle in our parking lot next to our.
You said village. What do you mean by village?
It's kind of like a village. You get a look at it. You got your street lights and all that, and you got all Bavarian chalets that we have built.
You mean like little houses?
Yeah, they're all sealed up, and they have floors in them, and they have lights and heat, and the vendors really like them because they are out of the actual elements pretty much because it helps them stay warm. And customers can come right up to their booth. They've got a full shelf where they can come in and.
So this is outside.
Everything is outside.
So you can get a bratwurst and go walking around and
Sure.
do some Christmas shopping.
Yes, we do. The Hofbrauhaus does have a booth out on the main deck of the patio. It will be selling hot chocolate, Glühwein wine, sausages, and I'm not sure what else.
You just said a word that maybe people don't know. Glühwein. What's that?
Glühwein.
Glühwein.
So
Glühwein, like glue?
Glühwein is a warm wine that is wonderful when it's freezing cold out. You need a little something to warm you from the inside. So it's traditional at German Christmas markets. Actually, when I say German, Austrian, Swiss, wherever there are Christmas markets, usually there's Glühwein. And we also have our Christmas mugs that Bob can display here. So these are traditional at all Christmas markets. Everyone has their own.
Here, he's going to zoom in on the.
Yeah.
So you say every market has their own?
Every market has their own mug, and it's different every year. These are our first 3 years. We have a new one that
Very
we're
nice.
unveiling Black Friday, our first day.
Okay.
and they're collector's items. So you can see this is our first year.
Yep.
I think this is our second year, and this is our third year.
Very nice.
And everybody wants to see what this year's is, and we won't show anybody.
God,
said you
I'm
can-
your
Until you
brother.
get
You can tell me. I won't tell anybody. Just
Nope.
tell me. Nobody's listening.
I'll tell you it's a mug.
You may get one for Christmas.
Oh,
this
good. We have our own collection already.
Yeah.
And I know when we were at the Christmas markets in Germany that people were collecting these little mugs, and every year, like you said, it's different. And you know, I saw people walking around with these empty mugs. I went, "What's that all about?" Well,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
And they go up and fill it up again or whatever.
Right.
But you got your mug. Okay, so what kind of things are people going to look for?
Okay, so we've got some interesting vendors this year. You know, we've got a lot of the same vendors, but we've got maybe 10 new ones. One other thing we're going to have too is we have Thistle Creek Alpaca. It's a farm. They're coming in. They sell alpaca goods, but they also bring 3 or 4 of their alpacas. And they will be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all 4 weeks.
How cool.
So it's kind of like a petting thing. The kids can go out and pet them. And
Yeah, they're fun.
Take pictures with them. So they're very gentle and safe. So we have a corralled area. We brought them in last year for 1 week. We were able to bring them in, and
Nice.
it was a huge hit. So especially for kids that have never been out on a farm look,
Okay.
they get to see that. We've got oh boy, we've got some good vendors. We got one company now. It's bringing in all Polish pottery right
Okay.
from Poland. So it's from
Yeah,
the
it's
European
European.
markets there. Yeah, right. We've got one lady. All she makes is gnomes. She's been with us for 4
We
years.
have some of those gnomes in our
Yeah,
house.
she's
Yeah.
unbelievable, the things she makes. So she'll be there. We've got Jam and Jelly Company, Dragonfly Jams and Jellies, just great jellies that they make. We've got some coffee companies coming in. You can get some premier coffees.
Now, I remember there is a booth, and it's called something like a Taste of something, a Taste of Germany or whatever.
Yes.
What's that all about?
Oh, that would be a little bit of Germany.
A little bit
yes.
of Germany. I knew it was something.
It's one of my favorite ones.
Okay, so what's could you talk about that one a little bit?
Well, yeah. This vendor brings in everything from Germany. You won't find anything from Japan or China or any other countries because it's part of the European market.
Yeah, what you'd find in Europe.
Ambiance, if you want to call it. But again, this vendor's got everything from nutcrackers to ornaments, candies, cookies. She's got all those little chocolate, alcohol-filled chocolates that you can only get in Europe. I don't think you can find them here in the United States. And she also has one of the. I think she gave you one of
So
the.
I have an example here. So this is something you might find here. It's my favorite thing because it's very, very German. At Christmas time, they have these things called Lebkuchen, and they're gingerbread cookies, and they're also ornaments. And the reason I love this one so much is it says right on it, Buffalo, Christkindlmarkt 2024. And I actually have some cousins in Germany that will send me these sorts of things, and I'll send them back one from Buffalo.
How cool.
So one of my favorite
So this is a
things.
traditional German cookie.
Very traditional. At Christmas time, those gingerbread cookies decorated like this are very common.
Very cool.
And all the things at that booth are very, very traditional.
So cookies and candies, and I heard some wines, jellies, jams. What else?
Right. Oh, we have. There's another some bakers that we've got. Alpine Sweets is one that makes the traditional German cookies. I don't even know the name of it, but
That's okay.
It's very nice.
Is there anything new this year?
One
Yeah,
thing
go
you
ahead, go
might
ahead.
be interested
What's that?
in, from something you said earlier, is they have a pickle place.
A
And I
pickle
know
place.
you have some room in your refrigerator for pickles. So you can buy some specialty pickles there.
Yes, we have one booth. It's M&M Pickles out of Buffalo. They are unbelievable with the amount of.
And you know, the Christmas tradition from Germany is they take a pickle ornament and they hide it in the Christmas tree.
Oh, I will tell you, the little bit
Whoa.
of Germany has
Uh-huh.
all those ornaments,
Okay.
and she's actually got a new one this year.
Okay.
Christmas hat, like a Santa's hat
Yeah.
on there with a face on there. It's,
cool.
it's a wooden one. It's right from Germany. So again, different things. So
Okay.
again, we've got a lot of
All right, I'll tell you what, hold on your list, because I decided that at about 9:45, we were going to do something special, and we're really, really close to that. So, Ed, why don't you frame, you've got some equipment here, and and I've been told this is a traditional something or other.
Right, right. So let me set the stage
Set
a
the
little
stage.
bit. So we mentioned we have a tree lighting every night.
Yes.
So what actually happens is there's a parade that starts inside the Hofbrauhaus.
Okay.
And it goes out into the beer garden where we have our Christkindlmarkt, part of our Christkindlmarkt, and our Christmas tree. And we go out there for the tree lighting. And then part of the tree lighting is we have this thing called a Feuerzangenbowle.
What? Say it again.
Feuerzangenbowle. So a Feuerzangenbowle is essentially a flaming punch bowl.
Cool.
And what we do is we have it here, and we're going to do a little.
I'm going to sit back here because you're going to singe my beard. You better
Yes.
be careful there, Robert.
This can be dangerous.
All right, so
Bob has done
let's
this so many
do a
times.
close-up, and let's first talk about what you got here, okay? So, Justin, if you want to zoom in on the setup here, so I see something here in a bowl. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we mention Glühwein wine,
Yes,
this is what Glühwein wine is.
okay.
It's a mixture, and if you can't, I don't think you can see it, but there's spices in there. There's cloves and cinnamon and some other things in there that I don't know the names of. But again, it's a mulled wine.
But we talk about in It's a Wonderful Life, Clarence the Angel, when they go to the bar, want some mulled wine.
Yeah.
Just a little interjection there.
So-
Go ahead.
You're similar.
Traditionally, we serve this warm and hot, and
Okay.
when we do this right now, this is not hot, but it'll still work.
Okay.
So
So, all right, so what's the white thing on top?
that is a big sugar cube.
What?
So what happens is in the European countries, in Germany, they serve this like this, and the tradition is to pour a liquor over it and start it on fire,
Okay.
which helps melt the sugar, and the sugar goes down into the wine, and away we go.
Okay, Jessica, can you get a picture of that white cone? There we go, perfection. All right, so is there any symbolism on what the shape of this thing is? It looks like a rocket.
So that's a sugar loaf, and they can come in different forms.
Okay.
But this is something, there was a famous movie in Germany that made this popular. It was something that they've always done in Germany, but a movie kind of brought it to the forefront. And it's visually very impressive. So if you have this at a party, and you have everybody gathered around, and you light the Feuerzangenbowle, it's impressive because of the flame and the warm punch tastes wonderful.
Okay, 1 second. We have a caller, but we're going to hold. So caller, if you can stay on the line, we're right in the middle of something here, and we'll be right with you. Okay, so we're going to do something here.
Let's do it.
Okay, so let's prepare the site here. Watch your microphones. All right, good job. So tell me what you're doing. It's nice and slow here.
What we're doing is I'm going to pour some high octane alcohol. Usually we use rum. This time we're using something a little different.
Don't try this at home unless you're
right.
experienced.
Right, and
All
it's
right.
but anything I think over 95 proof should work.
right.
But the higher alcohol content, the better.
Okay.
I'm just going to soak this
Soak.
into the sugar,
Okay.
and then Bob is going
Okay,
to
well,
light it.
How about we'll do a countdown? How's that?
Okay.
All right, so Randy, you ready on the light? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let her rip. Oh, isn't that pretty?
Yes.
Randy, put the other light back on, I think. Oh, he's going to take a shot. Okay. So how long is this? So you do this every night at the hospital?
So we do this every night outside by the tree lighting.
Uh-huh.
And then what's nice is, so we always have our Glühwein, and it's for sale in those beautiful mugs.
Okay.
This is something special, and after we do this, we actually give out samples to everyone.
Okay. Just that one. Okay.
And it is beautiful, and as you can see, it's a good visual
Oh, yeah.
for the holiday season.
Okay. So so then the sugar melts down into the
Yes.
wine.
So the sugar melts into the Glühwein,
Mm-hmm.
and it is it's a bit sweet,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a really nice treat.
Okay. So let's get the lights back on,
Sure.
and we'll let that kind of melt down.
Okay, and then
So
we'll.
don't shake the table or anything like that. So people do this at their homes?
Yes.
Is this a traditional at their home?
Right, they can do it. The first time I had it was in Germany, just outside of Nuremberg, at my cousin's apartment.
Okay.
And it was, just done on the kitchen table.
It's making noise. Is that normal?
There's dripping going
It's
on
dripping
to
down
the,
into the.
Okay.
And I will tell you too that a little bit of Germany does sell the spices if anyone wants to buy the spices to make your own from home.
And the sugar cone as well?
No, I don't know anybody that does sell those.
you can order those online.
Most likely. Okay, we have a telephone caller, so let's get to that person. Good morning, caller.
Guten Morgen.
Good morning.
Wie geht's?
Wie geht's? Wie geht's is du? How are you?
That is wonderful. This is Linda Spalding. Good morning, gentlemen.
How do I look? I look like I'm on a plane. Look at that.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You're making me very hungry.
Have you ever seen this before? I've never seen this done before.
No, I haven't, but I've been in Germany,
Uh-huh.
and it's like Christmas every day in Germany.
Yeah, that for sure.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's absolutely delightful. Well, thank you for this presentation. I have to come to your phenomenal place.
Yeah.
It sounds so enchanting and so wonderful.
You would love it.
Whoa, can you see that right now, Linda? Woo! It's really burning.
Yes, I've been watching.
Wow.
Oh, I've been watching.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Linda, how did your fundraiser go last week?
Well, I wanted to thank you for all your help.
You're welcome.
We did exceptionally well. For the ticket sales alone for the prizes, just for the ticket,
Yes.
we took in over $2,100.
Really? Well, congratulations. That's well done.
Yeah. Well, and we got private donations,
Nice.
big ones.
Okay. Very
for
good.
the Chautauqua Rural Mines.
Uh-huh.
And we made some money too for the Lions on the watch party food. But it was really, we had a wonderful time.
And you had
the Bills won.
An exceptional game, to say the least.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Josh Allen really surprised everybody there at the very end. That was way cool.
Right. And one of our Lions, John Savage, brought in a huge TV,
Uh-huh.
and we watched it in our room, and it was just wonderful. And then people were going out to the bar, and people from the other side were coming in and buying tickets and posing with the cutout of Josh Allen. So we had a great time.
All right. Well, thanks for calling, and you might check these guys out and bring the family and stuff.
Oh, I do want to check them out.
All right.
I miss going up to Buffalo.
All right.
And I love German food because there were so many German restaurants in Buffalo when I was growing
Yeah,
up.
me
There
too.
were so many things.
Yep. Okay. Well, when you're up there, you got to ask for my brother Bob. He looks just like me.
Or Ed.
Okay.
Or Ed.
I
but
will.
but it's easier to spot my brother.
He's taller.
Okay, Lynn. Thanks for calling in.
All right. Thank you. Have a great weekend.
You too. Okay.
So you want to sample some?
Here in a minute, maybe.
No. We'll get it.
We'll get it. So continue on with the vendors, I guess. Are we done?
No, we've got cheese manufacturers, we've got crafters, we've got stained glass.
Hold on. What's the famous cheese? Are there any particular German cheeses, Ed?
Oh, there's lots of German
Munster
cheeses.
and-
There's a lot of German cheeses. Probably too many to mention. Some
Yeah.
of them smell very nice. Some of them smell.
Oh,
not so-
yes.
Got the
I had goat
Limburger.
cheese in there. All I'll say is that, yeah. But, and I bet you have the same experiences. And Bob, I know you spent a lot of time in Germany. Every town, it seems like, has their own sausage and their own cheese.
Right.
And it might be a little variation, but they're very proud of their beers, their
Yes.
cheeses, and their sausages.
That's right. Those are three things. That's very observant. You're right.
Right.
Yeah.
We also have a company that makes mittens from recycled like sweaters.
Really?
Oh yeah, they're really nice, very nice mittens.
Don't tell my wife that. She'll grab some of my sweaters.
We have Ellicottville Distilleries new for us this year.
Okay,
They're
what do they
coming- They distill spirits.
All right, like whiskey and rye and things like that?
I guess I haven't seen.
Oh, all right, there's a new one. Okay.
This would be new for us. We have one maple syrup distributor that does infused types of, besides normal maple syrup.
So they put different flavorings in there.
Yeah, they
Okay.
got bourbon flavored, anise flavored.
How about peanut butter and chocolate?
We could find that. We have.
We do have a special drink that we make. We have hot chocolate.
Yes.
And then we have hot chocolate with a shot of peanut butter whiskey.
Of course you do.
That is always part, and they come in those beautiful Christmas market mugs that we were talking about.
Boy, oh boy.
So that's one of our traditional.
That's for warming up. It has
Christmas
nothing to do
market.
with for real drinking.
Right.
It's to warm you up.
Exactly.
Okay.
We have a new vendor this year.
Oh.
And I don't know if I can pronounce this right. It's Delanna, I think is the way it's
All right.
pronounced. She's a European-style baker, and she's going to be serving, I think some specialty pastries that she's going to sell. Hot cider, apple cider, warm cider for the kids too. So we got that. We got some vendors that make specialty soaps. We've got one vendor that'll be there all 4 weeks that does wood turning. He actually will. We set him up where he can actually set his lathe up outside.
Did you ever turn wood?
Never.
I have. It's fun.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite impressive to see them working. Yeah.
Right. We have one. We for our fur friends too. We have Penelope's creations where she treats for the dogs, dog treats. She makes all custom dog treats in necklaces and
nice.
for dogs. So again,
Yeah, I guess something for Brody.
we got some custom jewelers. By Design is one of our local jewelers.
Sounds
So
like
again,
a little bit of everything. Yeah.
we try to get a real good mix. You know, people say, well, you're not as large as some of these other craft shows, and that's true. We're more intimate. We're the premier Christmas market from what we've been
How
told.
many
about.
vendors are you going to have?
Over the whole 4 weeks, if you in and out, some are there 4 weeks, some are 1 week.
Yeah.
We've got 40, I think it is now, total.
And so if I go on a Saturday, there's like 28, you said?
28, yeah.
28 little houses.
Right.
Plus
Plus our Hofbrauhaus.
Hofbrauhaus, which holds 1,200 people.
And we have our booth outside.
Booth
That's
outside.
one of the booths, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So one of the things to keep in mind is because there are different vendors coming and going every week, some of them are there for 4 weeks, others are just there for 1 or 2 weeks. Each week is a little bit different. So if you come in week 1, that doesn't mean it's not going to be a little bit different if you come in week 3.
So how much does it cost to go to the Christmas market?
Oh, Christmas market's free.
Absolutely nothing.
Sweet. All right. Okay.
So,
Justin, let's get a shot of that wine. It's disappearing before our very eyes here.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we got a couple minutes left, and then maybe we'll have to sample this a little bit.
Do you want to give it another shot? I see there's a little bit of flame
We can
still
do
on
that.
there.
These guys are
I think
pyros
it'll
here.
light right up.
All right.
We get all that
Stand
sugar
back, stand
down
back.
in there.
You sure the flame's
yeah,
going, right?
The flame is going, yeah.
You're sure? Is
it?
I'm sure, I see it. It's right.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
There you go.
This is like a fancy French restaurant here, or a German restaurant.
There you go.
All right, there it's still going, folks. All right, so if that doesn't warm your heart, Bob, we got a minute and a half in Ed. What do you want to tell folks?
First, on behalf of Hofbrauhaus, Buffalo, and the Christkindlmarkt, we want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas
Yes, thank you.
and Happy Holidays. And please come down and experience the holidays at our Christkindlmarkt. It's lots of fun. It's different every time, and it'll definitely put you in the Christmas spirit.
All right, Bob, you got last word here.
Well, I just want to thank everybody for watching us. Here, send those down. You can have a little sample.
Thank you.
And please come on down. Bring your family, bring your kids, bring your grandkids. Everybody will have a good time, and hopefully the weather's good and we have a good time.
So, Ed, what do we say in Germany? Salute? What did we say?
Prost.
Prost. All right, there you go.
Prost.
Prost and Merry Christmas.
Merry
All right,
Christmas.
well, here's my first Glühwein. All right, here we go. Ooh, that's tasty. All right. All right, so when does it start again?
Black Friday, the day
November.
after Thanksgiving, yes.
Noon. So get there, and you'll have fun.
This is a great weekend because so many people have relatives in town from out of town.
Oh, yeah.
And they're looking for something to do. And, what do you guys have around here? What's new since I moved out, many years ago? Bring them to Hofbrauhaus, bring them to the Christmas market. They'll have a great time.
And we're supporting Hope Rises and all the different organizations
Right.
that are under that umbrella. Guys, thanks again. Krampus is going to be there? The big
Krampus will
Krampus
be there.
will be there.
The scary version of Santa
Here,
Claus.
guys. All right. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed the show today. I've learned a lot about some more German traditions, and Glühwein. Prost.
Yeah,
Prost.
Fröhliche Weihnachten.
And we're going to do this all again next week. So check it out on YouTube. This show's on Facebook, and something great to do, something different. All right, guys. Well, best of luck for your Christmas market this year, and maybe come back next year, will you? Bring something different.
well.
Okay. I like bratwurst. I really like bratwurst.
Next time we got to bring some food.
Okay, we could do that. We could.
Okay. So we want to make sure we take a picture.